Hi, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we are doing a little bit of a special one. Originally I was going to do episodes 7, 8, and 9, but I was reading through the comments on the last video, and somebody had said that I should really watch 9 and 10 together, and, I'm of the opinion more content's always better than less content. That's a dumb opinion, but I shouldn't say dumb, it's just, you guys get it. So, that being said, I was reading a lot about the Nuts and Dolts ship. Not spoiler stuff, just, I like looking through the comments, I like seeing what you guys are saying. Schedule-wise, just to get that cleared up as well, because I was seeing some stuff about that. Basically, what I'm trying to do is RWBY every other day. I live react to it day of, and the main reason why I'm trying to do this is because I think it makes it more interactive with you guys, and that's kind of my rule of thumb going forward, is just kind of like what makes it more fun for everyone involved. So it's like, I don't want to record the entire season and then have those like scheduled for the next 2 weeks and basically leave you guys in the dust. Like, you're telling me interesting and fun stuff that I didn't know. Like, so I like to give the buffer day so I can read through, digest what you're saying, and ultimately, like, have fun. Like, it makes it a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable for me, personally, to, like, watch this and be like, oh, she's based off Pinocchio. That's why she's hiccuping. Oh, this is happening. So it's like, if anything's a spoiler, I just avoid that like the plague. And have been working on that. Somebody did ask me about Discord. I'm in the process of getting that set up. And yeah, if you guys ever have any questions for me, it can get a little bogged down if I'm like commenting or replying in the comments. So like, I try to keep it in video just so it's, if you're watching it, I try to put it in the beginning. So it's just easier for everyone. At least I think it's easier for everyone. It could be a shit show for you, but that's, just let me know. Always let me know. If you have questions, let me know. I try to be transparent. I try to be as honest as possible. Yeah, so let's jump into episode 7. We last were at the dance, and John is pretty heartbroken. So yeah, let's go into this. Also, loved hearing about all the ships. I do want to, once I get the Discord set up, I don't want the spreadsheet, but I don't want the spreadsheet if it has spoilers on it, or it has characters that haven't been introduced.
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line up across and there's no return, there's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn anymore. We can't just wait with lives to take until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering, our storm is growing louder. Now it's time to say goodbye to the things below and the innocence of you. All the time seems to fly, break every heart, and the solitude beats me with you.
I will say, the opening intro is definitely growing on me. I can't be like, oh, it's not my favorite. I can only compare it to the first one, and it's like, when y'all are going in with like eight different, close to 9 songs whenever the new season comes out to go off of, like, I'm basing it off the 2, and it's like, Red Like Roses? I don't know the name of this one yet, but, and it's also like, I'm excited to do this OST as well for that reason, but I have a lot to say about the opening as I did the first one. Like, the storytelling and the way that they're like doing it, a lot of the effects they're using are just fucking phenomenal. Yeah, sorry, but I'll get to that probably in the next episode. Man's got the riz. Does that work? Can I walk up to a girl, just tap her shoulder, and just put my hand out and wait? I don't think that works. Ladies, let me know. I can't see that working. Or just people that have been asked to dance. Like, does that work? Like, you just walk up, put your hand out, like, hey, give it to me. Like, I just don't see it working.
I see you're hiding at the punch bowl too.
King.
Yep.
To the socially awkward.
Sorry things didn't work out with Weiss.
Meh, it's fine. Neptune's pretty cool. I get why she went with him.
I'm always conflicted with John. Love the character, but like I don't love him himself. I love his relationships with other people. Like him and RWBY, I just really enjoy watching together. Like it's cool.
What do you mean?
Well, come on. Not many people can pull off blue hair.
No, I mean, Weiss came to the dance alone.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, she said she had too much to focus on to worry about boys.
Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to go down, and I won't be mad.
Hold my punch.
Is he about to be a fucking Chad for the first time? It's crazy how the lingo of Chad and incel came from Elliot Rodgers, but God, do I love it. Or at least popularized by Elliot Rodgers. That's a very sick thought. Not sick cool, sick like evil. Talk to Pyra. Talk to Pyrrha. Talk to Pyrrha. Homie, you are fumbling, and I don't promote Icarus often, but you are. For those wondering, the story of Icarus is the person who flies too close to the sun. It might be in the league or it just might be in my friend group, but whenever there is somebody juggling two significant others at once, or just they're not committing to one, but they have two great things going on, we normally just call them Dickarus. Because they're thinking with their dick. It's a play on words. We're stupid. We're stupid 23-year-olds. But prime Dickarus moment. Come on, John.
Hey, Pyrrha.
Hello, Sean.
Oh, she's a baddie.
You okay? I haven't seen you tonight.
Arrived late, I'm afraid.
Well, you look really nice.
Thank you.
Your, date isn't gonna beat me up for saying that, is he?
I think you're safe for tonight.
So, where is the guy?
There is no guy.
What?
Nobody asked me.
But...
Hey, listen. Pyrrha, listen. It has nothing to do against you. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are fucking hilarious. It is intimidating. It's intimidating to ask anyone anything ever. It's especially intimidating whenever they are somebody you're attracted to. It is just hard. And it's not a gendered thing. It's just a life thing.
But that's... You're Pyrrha Nikos. How could nobody ask you?
Fumble. John, fumble. She is Pyrrha. Fuck you. You have said it.
I've been blessed with incredible talents and opportunities. I'm constantly surrounded by love and praise. But when you're placed on a pedestal like that for so long, you become separated from the people that put you there in the first place. Everyone assumes I'm too good for them, that I'm on a level they simply can't attain. It's become impossible to form any sort of meaningful relationship with people.
I know it seems like I'm not paying attention, but this monologue itself, it's actually a very beautiful and a very poignant point about just putting people on pedestals in general. And like, I think a lot of times when you do that, you dehumanize the person that you're ultimately trying to praise in a way.
Everyone assumes I'm too good for them, that I'm on a level they simply can't attain. It's become impossible to form any sort of meaningful relationship with people.
But you are.
That's what I like about you. When we met, You didn't even know my name. You treated me just like anyone else. And thanks to you, I've made friendships that will last a lifetime. I guess you're the kind of guy I wish I was here with. Someone who just saw me for me.
It's Endgame. It's Taylor Swift. It's fucking Endgame, baby.
Wait.
Hey, Jean, right?
I hate you.
Yeah.
This party's pretty lame, huh? I mean, ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
Cute girls, though, huh?
Is that all you think about?
Huh?
Yes.
Do you even care about the girls you're hitting on? How they feel about you?
Whoa, where's this coming from?
How could you just turn her down like that?
I'm sorry. This is a white knight moment, and like, I'd praise a fight. I don't know why. Yeah, call it what you will. I'm a gossipy bitch. I love the drama, but like, I don't.
Wait, who? Weiss?
It just didn't work out, you know?
What? You think you're too cool? Too many other options? Weishni asked you to the dance. What in the world could possibly keep you from
I can't dance.
Beg your pardon?
I can't dance, man.
But you're...
Fucking kidding me? That's why you said no? Dog, easiest fucking pog of your life. You simply just say, hey, I don't know how to dance. I promise you, I don't know how to ice skate. I can't ice skate. And I've gone so many times. You know who I've gone with the majority of the time? Girls. You know why? Because they like... I shouldn't say they like, but it's like, most of the time when you're with a significant other, they enjoy teaching you things. Like, I fucking love talking about cinema and, like, the things that I'm passionate about. And they love talking about the things they're passionate about because it's growth. It's together. Dog. Dummy. I'm calling him Neptune. I don't even remember that's actually his name. But, like, dumb.
Cool.
Thank you. I try really, really hard.
I can tell. But
You would
fumble.
rather break a girl's heart and go to a dance alone than just admit to everyone that you can't move in rhythm to music?
That about sums it up, yeah.
Fucking hate him.
Well, I certainly feel a lot better about myself.
Please don't tell anybody.
Lame.
If you want Weiss, she's all yours.
She's not a fucking prize to be won. I don't like Weiss, but like, damn, she's not a prize to be won, fellas. She's a fucking human being with emotions.
I don't want to get
Fictional, but still.
Do you like her?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know her too well yet, but she seems pretty cool.
Then just go talk to her. No pickup lines, no suave moves. Just be yourself. I've heard that's the way to go.
Yeah, but that
Hey, you don't have to look cool all the time. In all honesty, if you could be a little less cool, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay,
Go talk to her. I guarantee it'll make her night.
thanks. You're a really cool guy, Jean.
All right, don't lie to my face.
Fuck you, John. I don't mean that. He is a
All right.
sweetheart.
Only one thing left to do.
He's so sweet, but he's such a dumbass.
You know, I think we really needed this. Yeah,
Penny's here? Fuck yeah, dude, Penny's here!
you did a great job planning it too. Aw, thanks. It wasn't all me though. Boys did a lot too.
I can tell. Not her inching closer. That was actually... Visual storytelling wise, that was actually really well done. And like, yes, I'm going to point out whenever there's good storytelling because I love storytelling. But like, look at this. Look at this. Offering the seat, the body language here, and you can see her inch closer because she's actually interested in talking to him over anyone else. Like, it's so fantastic.
Tomorrow it's back to work.
Well,
Yep.
I'm sure we can handle whatever gets thrown at us. Except for that.
Jean?
I love... He's so sweet and so fucking stupid. I hate him. But I love him.
Promise is a promise.
I'm on a roller coaster. I'm going down the... I'm on a roller coaster for John and Weiss where I'm like, fuck you guys, and that's the adversity. That's the uphill struggle. We're now at the falling action of, alright, he's kind of dope. Until he does something stupid. It's an episode-to-episode thing. But it's visceral.
Sean, you didn't have to.
Hey, an arc never goes back on his word. Do you
King!
want to stand there and laugh at me? Or do you want to dance?
I would love to dance. Oh!
Clip it.
Red, this is happening!
Wait, what is happening?
Banger song, banger choreography.
I had no idea you were a dancer.
Yeah, well, these things tend to happen when you grow up with 7 sisters.
So, what made you change your mind?
Huh?
7 sisters? Oh. Respect? Not for anything, just... I have 1. I couldn't imagine 6 more.
You said you were embarrassed at first. What made you come talk to me?
You're looking at him. You've got some good friends looking out for you.
King. Oh wait, you can actually see Blake and Sun dancing, and Penny. Is she doing the robot? It seems fucked, but no, she's
All the
dancing.
dancers have partners.
How long do I have?
We should probably be home by midnight to be safe.
I'll keep my eye on the clock.
Love sending. It was a little jank animation there, but like honestly, it sells what it's doing, so who cares? But like there's not like speed or wind in the soundscapes you're like carrying here, but like ultimately speaking, because it's like she's going from the foreground to the background in like a animation style, and even that jump over it, like none of it's bad per se. It's just kind of like a little janky. Big weapon guy. Oh yeah. This OST is actually killing it right now. It's the Black Widow seat. I've seen that ass. I need to stop.
Excuse me. No one's allowed in this area. Stop!
Oh, shit! And the fucking music is hitting. She's somehow beating them to the beat. That's so cool. That is. Oh. She is not even trying.
Hey man, do you know the Wi-Fi password?
It's beacon, but replace the E with a 3 and add a pound symbol to the end.
Ah, I get that one. Oh. I'd get out. I'd leave. I'd be like, all right, have a good one. That's it. Have a good day. I forgot their lockers come to them whenever they need their shit. Oh, that's awesome. That is so fucking cool.
That's handy.
And they set it up in season 1. That is so cool. I'm drinking.
A party guest is leaving.
Which one? Ironwood.
I guess the generals had enough fun for one night.
Cause he's playing both sides. Come on, baby.
No. We're done here.
Alright, queen.
Hello?
Take the heels off.
Is anyone there? Hello? Excuse me? You know, it's not a masquerade party, so why don't you take off that...
Oh my god! Oh, it's sick! Excuse me? Oh my god, he can't dance. This is for nothing more than for me to rag on Poseidon Boy over here. Look at that! He can't dance! And he's not even with Weiss. Fucking loser. Look at them dancing. They're a cute little couple.
Oh, may I cut in?
Yes.
Of course.
And how's your night been?
A little more exciting than expected.
Should we be worried?
Hardly. They'll be scratching their heads long after we've finished what we came here for.
So then what now?
Enjoy the rest of the night. After all, it is a party.
Whoever was talking about the Ember supremacy, I see it. Or, not Ember, Cinder, I see it. I get it. She is a baddie. I love his Converse. It's like they dance goofy, but it's so funny. Is that a queen? What's like a queen? I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I do this OST, it's gonna fucking slap. Anyway, so that was episode 7, and we're gonna go on to episode 8, and it's gonna be great. That was the lamest thing I have ever said on camera. And now we're back with episode 8 after probably the lamest thing I've ever said on camera. Yes, I'm doubling down on it. Episode 8, that's great. Episode 9 will be fine. And episode 10, I don't have anything for episode 10 that rhymes that probably wouldn't be offensive. I don't know. I don't know what's offensive. Fuck. Guys, I'm a weird person. I can't explain it. I just am. God, the choreography in the opening intro, though, is so dope.
They were here.
Uh-huh.
Ozpin, they were here.
We are very much aware of that.
They're still here.
Fantastic. You're aware. Now, are we going to do something about it, or should we just stay the course and continue to ignore what's right in front of us?
Dog, why are you... Ironwoods, why are you trying to start a war? Who do you benefit from? Who are you winning? Like, you're a weird guy.
Come in.
Sorry it took so long.
Hey, it's
Someone
RWBY.
accidentally hit all the buttons on the elevator on the way up here.
It was
It wasn't
her.
me.
So it was her. It was totally her. There's
Come in.
no doubt in my mind it was
Sorry
RWBY.
it took so long. Someone accidentally hit all the buttons on the elevator on the way up here. It wasn't me.
It was you.
Thank you for coming, Ruby. How are you feeling?
Okay, I guess. I'd feel better if my bad guy catching record wasn't 0 for 3.
Agreed.
Okay, so that's the tone we're going for. Got it.
Ruby?
I don't know how to explain that RWBY's sense of humor is perfect. It just fits so... It's a chef's kiss, you know? It's just so perfect, dude.
I feel it's appropriate to let you know that I think what you did last night is exactly what being a huntress is all about. You recognized a threat, you took action, and you did the very best you could.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, the General here has already informed us of the events that transpired last night. But now that you've rested, we were wondering if you had anything to add.
Was anyone else with her? Did she look familiar to you at all?
Yeah, she was that bitch we fought back in episode 1. You remember her? I'm sorry. Could you imagine RWBY just comes out and just says the most out-of-pocket thing? Oh, yeah, no, I know her.
Rested, we were wondering if you had anything to add.
Was anyone else with her? Did she look familiar to you at all?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
She was wearing a mask, and she never said anything to me. But I know she fought with glass. I don't think that was her semblance, though. Her clothing lit up whenever she attacked.
Save for the glass. That sounds like the woman I fought the night we met Ruby.
Embedding dust into clothing is an age-old technique. It could have been anyone.
Wait. You think this girl's connected to Torchwick and the White Fang?
It's possible. But we still lack the required evidence to link the two together.
Actually, I think I remember her saying something about a hideout or something in the southeast, just outside the kingdom.
Interesting.
That is prime opportunist. We love it. We love the entrepreneurial spirit in RWBY.
I thought you
Love it.
said the intruder never...
Thank you for your cooperation,
Shut
Ruby.
your mouth,
Why
good
don't you
boy.
go and spend some time with your team? You have a big day ahead of you.
Ozpin
Anytime.
gets it.
And Ms. Rose, please try and be discreet about this matter.
Yes, sir.
It's giving Katniss and Haymitch. I don't... It just is. It's just... They don't have to say it because they both know.
Well,
Well, there we have it. We send as many troops as we can to the southeast. Find out exactly what's going on and eradicate any forces that stand in our way.
Why must your answer to everything involve a triumphant display of military bravado?
They fucked. I know there's a ship for everything, but this is not... This is headcanon. They have had sex. there's been a thruple here or something, but these two characters, Ironwoods and Goodwitch, have done the nasty.
You treat every situation like it's a contest of measuring.
Glinda. She's right. As much as I too would love to end this situation once and for all, we must remember that this may go beyond Vale, beyond Beacon. And if this truly is part of some master plan for which we know not the final move, we mustn't be so bold, nor can we risk the spread of panic.
I love you, Osmond.
I have served you faithfully for years. But if you mean to tell me that your plan is to merely hold the defenses and wait...
It is not. You're a general, James. So tell me, when you prepare to go to war, which do you send in first? The flag bearer or the scouts?
That was a risky move.
No, I think you handled it well.
I hope so.
I'm sure everything will be all right, Ruby. Oh, I know what will cheer you up.
What's that?
I don't know yet. Dad sent it to us. I thought we could open it together.
Fun. Yeah, they're sisters. They gave them a dog?
He said a dog?
In the mail?
Oh, he does stuff like this all the time.
Your father or your dog?
Are you telling me that this mangy, drooling mutt is going to live with us forever? Oh, yes, he is. Yes,
That's
he is.
what I thought.
Oh, isn't he adorable?
Please keep it away from my belongings.
Would all first-year students please report to the amphitheater?
Well, we can't
Is Blake up there because she's scared of the dog?
exactly leave him here while we're gone for a week.
Look, there's a letter. Dear girls,
And she's like a
I've got
cat?
to leave the island for a few days, so I'm sending Zwei to you to take care of. Enclosed is all the food you should need. Love you both, Tai Yang.
What is he supposed to do with
Oh
that?
my god.
Well, that settles it. Come on, girls. Zwei will be here when we get back.
Oh, I'll miss you so much. We're going to be best friends. I can't wait to see you again.
God, I love how every single, like, this is such a good show to study character writing with, because they have such distinct personalities, and, like, they do so much with so fucking... I know I curse too much. I'm aware. I have a mouth of a sailor. But, like, this is just such good character to me. Like, it just... With Blake and Weiss and fucking Yang and even Ruby in this situation, you get so much out of their character without having to do really much at all. And that's what makes it so cool. Also, he looks like the werewolf from Scary Godmother. I will not elaborate. You know if you know. Also, fuck the werewolf from Scary Godmother.
Professor Ozpin would like to share a few words before we begin.
Today we stand together, united. Mistral, Atlas, Vacuo, Vale. The four kingdoms of Remnant. On this day, nearly 80 years ago, the largest war in recorded history came to an end. It was a war of ignorance, of greed, and of oppression. A war that was about much more than where borders fell or who traded with whom.
They're starting a war. Poetically speaking, and from a standpoint of thematic writing, starting a war on the day the last one ended by signifying the fact that the war literally never ended. It just kind of got... They put a pin in it. Like, you never stopped the oppression. You never held up your end of the bargain. So them starting the war day of the end of the last war would make the most fucking sense. But let's see if it happens.
It was a war of ignorance, of
Yes, it was.
greed, and of oppression.
Naturally.
A war that was about much more than where borders fell or who traded with whom, but about the very idea of individualism itself. We fought for countless reasons. one of which being the destruction of all forms of art and self-expression. And as you are well aware, that was something many could not stand for. As a result, those who have...
That is a weird... I understand individualism itself. I do not understand the art and self-expression. What the fuck do you mean you fought a war against art and... or for art and self-expression? Who was the dictator? Who was the tyrant? I thought you were talking about the faunus. You know,
the destruction of all forms of art and self-expression. And as you are well aware, that was something many could not stand for.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, those who opposed this tyranny began naming their children after one of the core aspects of art itself: color. It was their way to demonstrate that not only would they refuse to tolerate this oppression, but neither would the generations to come. And it was a trend that is held to this very day. We encourage individuality, expressionism, and unity through diversity.
Cool.
As I have said, today we stand together, united. But this bond cannot exist without effort. Which is why today, while the rest of the world...
Now, are you embracing all forms of diversity, or are you just embracing the forms of diversity of, like, appearance, or is thought there, like, because it's, like, interesting, because, like, people always talk about, like, diversity as a strength, but it's, like, there is also strength in unity, and it's, like, a weird dichotomy that, like, I think always ends up sounding nice, but what will end up happening is there are some ideas that people just aren't going to tolerate. The biggest one that you can think of just off the top of your head without really thinking, like, without having to go that far is, like, oh, fascist ideals, racist ideals, whatever ideals. Like, you can't call necessarily diversity a massive strength, because if you're going to say diversity in its purest form, you have to leave room for ideals you absolutely abhorrently reject, which is just, like, this is a tangent, but it's like from a storytelling perspective, like, it literally, like I can hate or I can read things that I vehemently disagree with, but, like, I have to respect that they exist, because the only way, not the only way for the opposite to exist, but to fight it, you need to have it exist in the first place, which is a very hard take, and probably my most unpopular one. But, like, it's true in a sense. Like, you don't get to just be like, I hate X. X needs to exist for you to hate it and for you to write against it. And, like, Oz been going out here and being like, yeah, the idea of self-expression and freedom, it's like, yeah, so you're naming people after colors, cool. Are you committed? And I wonder if the society, because no society truly is committed to tolerance and diversity as much as they think they are, because it's almost impossible. Like, you have preferences. You can't not have preferences. Like, and if your preference is that you don't have a preference, that doesn't make sense. Like it's kind of like how you need to discriminate daily to make, because decisions are just discrimination. Like, you're drinking water and not soda right now, or you're drinking soda and not water. You've discerned which one you feel is best for you in the moment. And, like, it's like really cool, and there's, like, a lot of, like, fun ideas behind it. And, like, if you go, like, I'm giving a lot of different examples, and, like, I'm going on a massive tangent here for probably no reason at all. But, like, it's interesting to see how this is going to play out. And, like, I love the idea of diversity as a strength, but, like, I think the problem with a lot of writing is that, like, they'll say diversity is our strength, but every character is gonna, and they haven't done this in this show at all yet. Every character's had different ideals, different visions, different things. So it's standing up, it's following its own principles to an extent. It's just, like, what makes that an interesting idea, and a lot of times writing can slack here, is, like, diversity of what? Is it just appearance? Is it just type of personality? Is it intelligence? Like, what? You can't use that broad word, because diversity of ideas isn't always a strength. Like, if you have two competing ideals just attacking each other constantly, there is no progression, because the one's just, like, there's progression, but there's no real progression. It's why the Cold War never really fucking worked for the US or the USSR. Like, we think we won, we didn't. They think, like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, speaking on a cultural and just whatever
Celebrates
perspective.
peace. Huntsmen and huntresses will work to uphold it. As first-year students, you will be tasked with shadowing a professional huntsman or huntress on a mission.
But just to clarify, when I say that we didn't win the Cold War, the USSR may have fell, so on paper it looks like whatever won, but like it's still a totalitarian dictatorship, so who nothing has changed, and that's why. Like the ideas just don't work
Huntsmen and huntresses
together
will work
in the way you
to
think they do.
uphold it. As first-year students, you will be tasked with shadowing a professional huntsman or huntress on a mission. Some of you may be taken out of the kingdom for several days. Others may work within the walls for the rest of the week. But no matter which path you choose, remember to be safe, remember your training, and remember to do your very best.
I thought they were doing a tournament. Or did they already do the tournament?
All we have to do
I
is
think they
shadow
did.
a huntsman working in the southeast.
Yeah, we'll follow them around my day and give them the slip at night.
Let's check search and destroy.
Here we go. Quadrant 5 needs Grim cleared out.
Well, it's in the southeast.
Sounds perfect.
Wonderful.
Any other ideas?
We mail ourselves there.
Well, that's one option. Unfortunately, we determined that the concentration of Grim was too extreme for first-year students. It seems that particular region is rather popular. In fact, I have the sneaking suspicion that the four of you will make your way there no matter which job you choose.
Whatever makes you say that?
I'm still curious as to how you all found yourselves at the docks last semester. I'm interested to know how you really learned about a hideout in the southeast. And I certainly wonder why witnesses reported seeing robots and rose petals in a dance club some time ago.
Well...
I doubt I'll ever find the exact answers I'm looking for. So, how about this? Instead of waiting for you all to break the rules, why don't we just bend them?
We won't let you down. Thank you, Professor.
Do not thank me for this. Teamwork and persistence have carried you far, but you must understand, the things that await you beyond the protection of the kingdom will not care. Stay close to your huntsman at all times, and do exactly as he says. He will be leading you on this mission, and he can have you sent back to Beacon if he finds your skills to be unsatisfactory.
I pray it's Ozpin. I am praying that Ozpin is their fucking leader. Their huntsman. Please.
Good luck.
That wasn't exactly uplifting, but it's the truth.
It's gonna be tough, but I know we can do it.
Hey, Team Coffee is back.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. I had Yatsuhashi to look out for me.
Your mission was supposed to end a week ago. What happened?
Nothing happened. It was just...
She's the bunny
just
girl.
so many. Oh, but don't worry. You first years are just shadowing huntsmen, so you should be fine.
Right.
I should go. Be safe, okay?
I also think she's awesome. Every character in the show is just awesome. It's insane to me how fucking well made and like iconic each character is in their own way. Like, it's just so cool.
We can do this. We've never backed down before, and we're not going to start now.
Right.
Besides, it won't only be us out there. We'll be fighting alongside a genuine huntsman. Yeah!
Why, hello, girls! Who's ready to fight for their lives?
Oh, damn it. I was hoping it was Ozpin. Tough hell. Bunny girl. Yeah, so like, that was episode 8. When it comes down to it, I think the I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, to clarify like my earlier statement, because it's like, honestly, like, I always feel like when you're talking about like things that people love, such as like inclusiveness, diversity, and like caring, right? Just being a genuine, decent human being. My point isn't to like say that those aren't important. Just I don't like being misconstrued ever, so like that's why I'm kind of going into this. It's a lot more of like, a lot of times, and I think there really is, like, when I say a plague of lazy writing, I don't mean that in like a bad way. Like, I think this show is phenomenally written, and I think it genuinely does care about ideals of diversity, and it so far has embraced it in literally every way, shape, and form. I just noticed, because whenever I see it in movies or I hear about it, it like you have a cast of characters that all look very different but all think exactly the same, and it's like, but with like tweaks on it, and it's like, not that that's bad, it's just like different. Like, it's not fully embracing what it could be. Like, I love seeing conflict on screen. I love seeing writing where you have characters who think vastly different things. And honestly, I like sometimes when characters think things that I abhorrently disagree with, because it, like, art is supposed to do that. It's supposed to make you think. The worst thing a television show, a movie, a song, anything could ever make you feel is indifferent. And like, if you have characters that are abhorrent and that you disagree with, and you watch that enough and they never pose a thought-provoking thing. Like, Walter White genuinely is, as a protagonist, one of the most compelling characters ever written on screen. Because what he does, I abhor. But it forces me to think. It's like, if I had a family, I had cancer, and I could make meth, would I make meth? Legal reasons I have to say no. But I can see it. And the other thing that the show does, it breaks down Walter White in a way, and like, I this is such a bad tangent for a show, for a video about RWBY, but like, what the show does is that, like, if I was really, 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 really fucking proficient at something, and I feel like I've never lived up to my aspirations or my ambitions, and my entire life has been me getting shit on after shit on, and I was bought out of a company for $50,000 or whatever the fuck the number was when I could have been a millionaire, and now I have to live with that. But being given a death sentence and allowing me to justify doing horrible things, and through that justification I find that I'm really good at something, and now I'm cured of it, I'm in remission, I'm no longer sick, and with that new chance at life, do I give up the thing that I'm really good at? It's like, yeah, we could say Walter White is the corruption of power. It's this, it's that. It's about how ego is the worst thing. But it's like, in terms of it, like, the reason why I love diverse characters, like, Breaking Bad has one of the most diverse list of characters you could possibly imagine. They may all look similar. They may all have, like, they're all in Albuquerque, fucking New Mexico. But, like, I just don't like in media when it's like you're coming out and you're telling me that it's like it's all about the difference of characters, but it's not. The only thing different is that you use different models. Like, it frustrates and it upsets me as someone who genuinely just fucking loves storytelling. And if every single time I can come out on here and tell you guys I fucking love storytelling, not just its base form. I love oral tradition. I love the fact that choreography tells a story. I love the fact that each and every single individual person that gets to watch this video is their own fucking character and their story. Not in the Chris Chan, like, we're all, like, the NPC goddess shit. I mean, like, you get to write a story called your life, and it's fucking dope. And you can have a life of struggle, and you can have a life of fucking, the greatest life that I could possibly imagine, being born rich, yada, yada, yada. But you still go through struggles. You still go through things because the human condition is struggle. The human condition is just a fucking narrative. It is so cool. I love this shit. And I fucking love that through RWBY, I get to experience this story for the first time live with literally everyone. God, this has been a 7-minute tangent. I am so sorry. But we will be back with episode 9. I love every single one of you. All right, now that my rant is over, yeah, obviously let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are and how you feel about that. Just in general, like, you don't have to agree with me, and if you don't agree with me, tell me. Like, the only way I can learn or grow as a person is to be disagreed with and challenged in my ideas. That's what life is about, being challenged. If you're never challenged, how do you ever grow? It's just again, I'm a very weird character, as you come to find.
Professor Oobleck?
Yes,
Fucking
I'm
love
afraid those
Oobleck.
bags won't be necessary, girls. Seeing as you've opted to shadow a huntsman on what is now essentially a reconnaissance mission, I can assure you we will not be establishing a single base of operations. Rather, we will be traversing several miles of hazardous wasteland and making camp in any defendable locations we may stumble upon. I've packed all of our essentials myself, brought the air course, and ready the airstrip. And it's Dr. Oobleck. I didn't earn the PhD for fun. Thank you very much.
I've had teachers like that. Fuck those teachers. Fuck those teachers. I understand you went to school for fucking 4 years longer than everyone else. Oh my god, you went to school 4 years longer than everyone else. Your doctorate in math means a lot to you, and that's great. As a 17-year-old student, do not care. Do not care. You sound like a dick. That being said, if any of you are doctors, congrats. I don't mean that in a dick way. I mean, like, genuinely, you worked very hard for that degree, and I can understand respecting you. For me, as a 17-year-old arrogant piece of shit, I didn't care.
Come now, children. According to my schedule, we are already 3 minutes behind schedule.
All right then. Looks like we're going to save the world with Dr. Oobleck. Okay, yeah, when you say it out loud, it sounds worse.
Save the world? You're going on world-saving missions without us? I'm hurt, sad.
Maybe a little hungry? That last one's not your fault, though. Ren.
I fucking love Nora. God, I love every one of these characters, dude.
You're going on world-saving missions without us? I'm hurt, sad.
Maybe a little hungry? That last one's not your fault, though. Ren.
Sounds exciting. Where are you going?
Oh, just outside the kingdom.
Hey, so are we.
Ren and Nora wanted to shadow the sheriff of a nearby village.
We set out tomorrow.
Then you can party with us tonight. We're shadowing a crime specialist. All inner city detective stuff.
Queen.
We get junior badges.
We normally go to the city with you guys, which means stuff's always exploding in junk. So we thought this might be a better way to check out the kingdom when it's, you know, normal.
Well,
4 minutes, ladies.
wish us luck.
I guess I just never saw you as much of a fighter.
I admit I fancy myself more of an intellectual, but I can assure you, as a huntsman, I've had...
Was that Weiss who said that? That sounded like Yang, but it could have been Blake. I want to hear that again.
I guess I just never saw you as much of a fighter.
I admit I fancy myself more of an
That's not Weiss
intellectual,
talking.
but I can assure you, as a huntsman, I've had my fair share of tussles.
Like the mushroom?
Those are truffles.
Like the sprout?
Those are Brussels.
Besides, given my expertise in the field of history, as well as my dabblings in the archaeological surveys, our dear headmaster saw it fit to assign me to this particular assignment.
What does history have to do with this?
I want a piece in the
I definitely missed that. I'm sorry. I should have paused, but I don't want to pause just to laugh. Like they
field of history, as
so
well as my
funny.
dabblings in the archaeological surveys, our dear headmaster saw it fit to assign me to this particular assignment.
What does history have to do with this?
Why, what a preposterous question, you silly girl. Why, history is the backbone of our very society. And the liver. Probably the kidneys, if I were to wager.
And that means...
The southeast quadrant outside of Vale is home to wild forests and deep caves. But it is also the location to one of the kingdom's greatest failures.
Mountain Glen.
That's right, it was an expansion of Vale. But in the end, it was overrun by Grimm and fenced off from the rest of the city.
Correct. And now it stands abandoned. It's a dark reminder.
And a likely place for a hideout.
Precisely.
Precisely. You know, the anime trope where there's the light in the glasses and they're just geniuses, I love it. And I love that Oobleck gets it. He's just that guy. He's just on assignment, boys.
Ladies, you still may be students, but as of this moment, your first mission as Huntress has begun. From this point forward, you need to do exactly as I say. Do you understand? Ruby! I thought I told you to leave all your bags back at school.
But, you hadn't told us to listen to you yet. So I didn't.
She's not wrong. Very well, Ruby, leave your bag here. We can pick it up upon our return.
But well...
Young lady, what in the world could you possibly have in that bag that could be so important to bring it with...
Get back in the bag.
We're here to invest...
She's funny. It's hard to pick who's the funniest one here, but I think I have the hardest laughs with Ruby just being not the worst, but just kind of the worst in the best ways.
Investigate. Probably have in that bag that could be so important to bring it with...
Get back in the bag.
We're here to investigate an abandoned urban jungle teeming with death and hostility. And you brought a dog. Genius! Canines are historically known for their perceptive nose and heightened sense of sound, making them excellent companions for hunts such as ours.
I'm a genius.
So, what are your orders, Doctor?
Ah, yes, straight to the chase. I like it. As you've been informed, the southeast area has been marked as a recent hotspot for grim activity. Now, there are several possible explanations for this behavior, one of which being grim.
What?
Grim. A creature of Grim, approximately 100 yards from us at this very moment.
What?
Stop!
Huh?
There are a number of reasons why Grim would congregate in this particular area. The most likely of which would be their attraction to negativity. Sadness, envy, loneliness, hatred. All qualities that are likely held by our hidden group harboring ill intent.
So, what now?
We wait. We track. If this specimen leads us to its pack, that pack may subsequently lead us to our prey.
How long do we wait?
It's uncertain. Hours, days, weeks. Why, lone Grin have been known to stay isolated from the pack for months, and there's the whole pack.
What?
And now they've seen us.
What?
And now they've seen us!
I take it tracking is out of the question?
An accurate assumption? Yes.
What's the plan then?
Show me what you're capable of.
We don't get to see Oobleck fight? Lame. That's lame. I want to see Oobleck kick some ass. She's a ninja. Also, these transitions are fucking phenomenal. The little... Like, it's giving very Kung Fu movie-esque, and I love it. And Blake's just a baddie. The after images are always so cool. Can she bounce off her own after images? How is she moving in the air like that? Oh, damn. There will never be anything cooler than the fucking scythe gun. That's a lie. The gunchucks were a close second. But, like, I'm just saying, just the fact that you have a little girl with big fucking gun, it's like watching Hit Girl, you know what I mean? It's fun to watch. Let's go, doggy! Fuck him up! Let's see it. Let's see it.
Piece of cake.
Do not celebrate yet, for I am certain this is the first bout of many. Shall we continue?
Dope music time.
Excellent work, girls! Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any signs of criminal operations in this sector. Oh well, moving on.
Oh my god, they're gonna get exhausted. So they're gonna get exhausted. It's gonna be a problem, and we gotta go to the next.
Hey, Doc, you know, I was actually looking forward to seeing a pro huntsman in action. Like, fighting, or at least helping us fight.
Amen.
But I am in action, scouring the ruins of this one great city for any signs of irregularity. Not every mission is filled with daring and heroism, girls. Sometimes it's just a heightened form of extermination. Remember, this is a job, and you all signed up for it. I do hope you understand that.
Is he trying to make it really hard for them so they can see how dangerous this is? What are his motivations? Let's think about this, Matthew. Let's logically think. Okay, so he goes out of his way. Ozpin lets them in on the adventure. He's there having them fight off these hordes of Grimm. Now, there's two options. There might be a secret mission that's going on where more pro huntsmen are doing it and they didn't want the girls to get in the way. Or Oobleck is giving them some type of training where it's like, look, you're going to have to deal with fucking wave after wave of Grimm and still have to deal with other people. And, like, this stamina game is not what you think it is.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Tell me, Yang, why did you choose this line of work?
Huh? Well, to fight monsters and save...
No, that is what you do. I want to know why you do it. The honest reason as to why you want to be a huntress.
The honest reason? I'm a thrill seeker. I want to travel around the world and get wrapped up in as many crazy adventures as I can. And if I help people along the way, then that's even better.
She's such a fucking baddie, dude. She is always a baddie. She's never been wrong. Objectively, I'm sure she will be, but she has never been wrong about anything ever.
It's a win-win, you know?
I see. And you, Miss Snee, a girl born into fame and fortune such as yourself certainly doesn't need the extra work. So, why choose this over a cushy job in Atlas?
It's exactly as you said. I'm a Schnee. I have a legacy of honor to uphold. Once I realized I was capable of fighting, there was no longer a question of what I would do with my life. It was my duty.
That's depressing. That's sad. What do you fight for, Weiss? What is your purpose? Now that's a character arc that I would be very happy to watch unfold.
Interesting.
Baddie. There's no way she aimed that either, so like, she just did that base surely off fucking from the hip.
And what about you, Blake? You seem to carry yourself with a sense of purpose.
There's too much wrong in this world to just stand by and do nothing. Inequality, corruption, someone has to stop it.
Amen.
Very well. How?
Sorry, are we ready to keep going?
No, I believe that will have to do for today. It's going to be dark soon. You three, set up camp in that building. Oh, and please do make sure...
Are you not going to ask Ruby why she wants to be a huntress, or are you not asking because she already told us in the first episode and you already know the reason?
Sure that there are no more of those... creatures. Your leader and I are going to secure the perimeter. Come, Ruby.
What is that? It looks awesome!
That, my dear girl, is a grin.
Let's kill it.
I look...
Fucking pulls out. Let's kill it. Dude, she is the fucking funniest character in this show. She is so funny, dude. And she doesn't even pull punches.
Let's kill it.
I'm afraid your sniper rifle will do nothing more than agitate a Grim of that size.
But what if it attacks us?
Fret not, Ruby. Those Goliaths are not concerned with us.
So that's called a
Ruby,
Goliath.
not every Grim is mindless. Or rather, not every Grim is still mindless. You see, the Grim you see before you are so powerful, so superior to the Grim you fought, that they've undoubtedly lived hundreds of years. And in that time between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned. They've learned that when they attack our borders, they're likely to die. And what we lack in strength, we make up for in will. And that killing one human will only bring more.
Then, why are they still so close to the city? What are they doing?
Waiting.
Well, from the World of Remnant video, saying that the ones that have lived the longest tend to be more aggressive and angrier, and the ones that get built up so they've like lived the most fights or whatever, survived the most. So that tracks with that, and it's actually like a very interesting point that we haven't seen Oobleck fight at all yet, in a way.
Dr. Oobleck?
Hmm?
I was wondering.
Wondering why I've been interrogating your teammates all day?
Actually, I was wondering, why did you want to become a huntsman?
Look around and tell me what you see.
Lots of old buildings, empty streets.
I see lives that could have been saved. As a huntsman, it is my job to protect the people. And although I am capable of doing it with traditional weaponry, I believe I can make a much larger impact if I do it with my mind. As a teacher, I'm able to take knowledge, the most powerful weapon of them all, and place it into the hands of every student that passes through my classroom. I look at this wasteland and I see lives that could have been saved. But I also see an opportunity to study these ruins and learn from this tragedy, and therefore become stronger. I am a huntsman, Ruby, because there is nothing else in this world I would rather be.
Damn. That's perspective. That's wisdom. That's a fucking monologue that I could see that tattooed. I could see that on a fucking sign somewhere where it's like, I'm a huntsman because there's no one I'd rather be. Like, he is... Like, yeah, he's nerdy. Yeah, like, he's whatever. He's smart. He's like your titular whatever. But, like, he's fucking coming out swinging with this shit. Like, this is, like, oh my goodness. That was such a good fucking line.
From this tragedy, and therefore become stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I am a huntsman, Ruby, because there is nothing else in this world I would rather be.
Respect.
I can't believe we didn't find anything.
I can.
We've always been fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time. I guess we can't always have luck on our side.
That's not what I meant.
Huh?
Earlier. About upholding the legacy. There's more to it than that.
Yeah. No, me too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know either. I know what I want to do, but I figured I'd always take things one step at a time.
Well, it doesn't matter. We know why we're here. Right?
Ah, wonderful! A textbook campfire!
Fire! So warm.
Very good. Eat your dinners and hurry to bed. We have a lot of ground to cover tomorrow, and we'll need you to take turns keeping watch over our temporary abode. Any volunteers for first watch?
Yo.
That's good leadership. Fuck yeah, Ruby. Good shit. I'd love to see you continue to grow and be a good leader. Love seeing it.
Hey, did Oobleck ask you why you wanted to be a huntress? I mean, what did you tell him?
No, he didn't. Weird. Oh well. Good night, guys.
Y'all are really shook to your core over a question that, no offense, like, you should have asked yourselves before deciding to go to Beacon. Like, it's one thing, honestly, actually, it makes more sense for the question to be asked now because thematically speaking, we're at a point where it's do or die. If they want to do this, they have to fucking commit now. And if they're committing just because it's fun or just because it's a legacy or just because it's making a difference, then is that enough for you to die for? Because this is a world where death is not only an option, it is common. And like that, fuck Professor Oobleck. God damn, he is a good teacher. I take it back. I would call him Doctor. I'd call him fucking Dr. Oobleck. I take it back. What a king.
Don't worry. Things will be better tomorrow.
Or they won't. It's a good possibility they won't be. That's a horrible thing for me to say. It's a good possibility they won't be. Yeah, but so that was episode 9. I'm doing episode 10, just so that way, because this feels like it's a little. Next episode's gonna be the answer to the question that was this episode, I think, and yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool to see. I'm just thinking of like a million miles an hour. Holy Christmas! So now we're here at episode 10, and it's time to see what the conclusion is. Guys, why am I doing this? I don't know. It's not an off day. It's just a day. It's a Sunday. It's a fun day. It's a Super Bowl. Super Bowl's tonight. Go Birds. Yeah, I'm a tough Philly bitch, but yeah. Go Birds. Amen. They have had sex, everybody. These two. Why else would you be walking out here? They have this. This is just. It just makes sense. These two have
trouble sleeping.
Arm was acting up.
Of course. So logically, you got out of bed, dressed yourself completely, and decided to gaze menacingly out into the distance. What's wrong?
I've trusted him for years. We both have. I can't help but feel like he's keeping us in the dark.
Don't be ridiculous. You know very well that we are not the ones in the dark.
That makes it worse. I refuse to believe that a man I've trusted for so long would act so passively.
You're a good person, James. You've always done what you think is best for the people. Even
I do not like that sentence. Not what was right, but what was best for the people. And so, like, it's like, it's interesting as a culture that I hate that I keep saying as a culture because that's a stupid phrase, but it, like, we use a lot of terms, we use a lot of like stuff like that, and it's never, you could tell a lot about a person by, this. Do you do what's right or do you do what's right for yourself? And there's a difference. There's always a difference. It's, does Ironwood do what's right or does he do what's best for the people? Because what could be, first off, who makes the decision of what's best for dozens and dozens of individuals? That makes absolutely no sense, because what's best for fucking Frank next door is not going to be best for fucking Phil down the street. That's not how life works. I don't like that. I don't like that you're saying it, and it sounds bad. It sounds evil. I'm not saying it is. It just sounds it.
Would act so.
And the slow zoom in.
Passively.
The slow zoom in is like, it's supposed to be a reveal where like we're slowly getting inside their head. With, you have a background now of a malicious sound, and it's just slowly creeping in. Like, it's just coming into you.
Good person, James. You've always done what you think is best for the people, even against strong protest. It's admirable.
It's not.
It's high time you stopped talking about trust and started showing it. Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack, and I think that's something worth remembering.
Mm-hmm.
Showing it.
I want to hear it one more time.
Even against strong protest, it's admirable.
It's not.
But it's high time you stopped talking about trust and started showing it. Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack. And I think that's something worth remembering.
I love the white beacon looks in the background. Absolutely adore it. It is so cool. Don't shoot him. He hasn't done nothing.
Blake, are you awake? Yeah. Why do you think he asked us about being a huntress? Like, what was he trying to say? Maybe he was just curious. You think? No. Weiss, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. You two are talking. And I think when I said I wanted to honor my family's name, I meant it. But it's not what you think. I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware of what my father has done with the Schnee Dust Company. Since he took control, our business has operated in a moral gray area.
That's putting it lightly.
Which is why I feel the need to make things right. If I had taken a job in Atlas, it wouldn't have changed anything. My father was not the start of our name, and I refuse to let him be the end of it.
Damn. In terms of legacy, that is actually one of the most fascinating things that you could do, where you have a character. Fuck, this show is. The hard thing about it is that I can be articulate and I can be incoherent. And I'm verging towards incoherent right now. But like, that was incoherent. That's where incoherent was. So like, to have a character like Weiss, who's this prissy bitch, who's the daughter of a fucking trillionaire essentially, and like have it where the company is doing bad business practice, have it where it's like doing all this horrible stuff, and she feels it's her responsibility to save her family name, and it's not to avenge somebody, it's not to right some cosmic wrong, it's a wrong that's actively being decided, and it's not being pinned or pegged against her in a negative way. Like, yes, what the Schnee Dust Company is doing is wrong, but no one is fucking saying it's wrong besides the fringe minority that is the White Fang, basically, or like the Faunus. So like, that is a fascinating fucking take to have. Like, because she doesn't need to have it. So like, it shows so much depth in character.
Taking a job in Atlas, it wouldn't have changed anything.
God, that's cool.
My father was not the start of our name, and I refuse to let him be the end of it.
All my life, I fought for what I thought was right.
Queen.
I had a partner named Adam.
Fuck Adam.
More of a mentor, actually. He always assured me that what we were doing would make the world a better place. But of course, his idea of a perfect future turned out to be not perfect for everyone. I joined the academy because I knew huntsmen and huntresses were regarded as the most noble warriors in the world, always fighting for good. But I never really thought past that. When I leave the academy, how can I undo so many years of hate?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake.
But I am. I do it all the time. When you learned I was a Faunus, I didn't know what to do, so I ran. When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran. Even my semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself.
Well, to be fair, you are a cat, and I don't know many cats besides jungle cats that are necessarily anything but runners. They're technically predators, I guess, but like, I don't know. Also, the decision to leave is still a decision of strength, and it's even a decision of like empowerment in a way. Like, what were you supposed to do? Stay and somehow topple the White Fang's new direction against a mentor that you were fighting against? Or, like, what were you supposed to do? Your teammates, one of your teammates is viciously anti-Faunus and anti-to you, and you've been arguing from day to night about this, and it's just outed that you're a Faunus. So instead of talking it out, because you're given the situation of the other person in this group absolutely abhors a group that you were a part of. I'm not talking about a Faunus, I'm talking about the White Fang. What are you going to do? Sit there and talk until it's done? Or are you just going to leave and let cooler heads prevail later? Like, there's nothing wrong with making a decision to leave. It's actually brave in a lot of ways. I'm not talking about responsibilities, like leaving your responsibilities behind. I mean, like, the decision to leave an abusive situation is always brave. And the decision to leave... like, when I say abusive, I don't necessarily mean just, like, physical, emotional, spiritual. I mean, like, also, like, leaving a bad business deal or some shit, or like leaving in general isn't always a weakness. It can have strength in it.
Sure, you'll figure it out.
Like,
You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake.
But I am.
And you're also rethinking.
Do
Sorry.
it all the time. When you learned I was a Faunus, I didn't know what to do, so I ran.
Uh-huh.
When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran.
Nothing wrong with that.
Even my semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself. An empty copy that takes the hit while I run away.
And attack it from a different angle. You don't run away and leave, you run away and attack it from a different angle. If anything, it's a tactical recalculation. God, I hate it when Blake does this.
At least you two have something that drives you. I've just kind of always gone with the flow, you know? And that's fine. I mean, that's who I am. But how long can I really do that for? I want to be a huntress, not really because I want to be a hero, but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't know what tomorrow will bring, and that'll be a good thing. Being a huntress just happens to line up with that. I'm not like Ruby. She's always wanted to be a huntress. It's like she said, ever since she was a kid, she dreamt about being the heroes in the books, helping people and saving the day, and never asking for anything else in return.
Did she say that when she met Blake? I think she said that when she met Blake.
Even when she couldn't fight, she knew that's what she wanted to do. That's why she trained so hard to get where she is today. Well,
hey, that's like me with writing. I, ever since age 3, I have written stories, and, I always knew I wanted to do something creative. At 14, like I've said before, I watched Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and I wanted to be a director. It's changed over time, but the basic idea of wanting to be creative and wanting to make stuff is never changed. Like, I couldn't imagine doing literally anything else. It's so integral to my identity, and they're like, once you find that, it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Asking for anything else in return. Even when she couldn't fight, she knew that's what she wanted to do. That's why she trained so hard to get where she is today.
Well, she's still just a kid.
She's only 2 years younger. We're all kids.
Well, not anymore. I mean, look where we are. In the middle of a war zone and armed to the teeth.
It's the life we chose.
It's a job. We all had this romanticized vision of being a huntress in our heads. But at the end of the day, it's a job to protect the people. And whatever we want will have to come second.
There we go. I knew he was listening. Excuse me.
Zwei, it's late. Go back to bed. Zwei!
Don't like that.
Ugh. Zwei, where are you? Zwei! Huh? Zwei, this is a wasteland. You literally could have done that anywhere.
What was that?
thought I heard a Beowulf or something.
Let's just finish our patrol and get back to base. This place gives me the creeps.
How does Yang not notice that? Wouldn't Yang notice that? That's on patrol. Like, you should be... Am I crazy? Shouldn't you be able to see this? Fucking Elmer Fudd head ass.
Did they go in yet? One bark means yes. Oh, this is it! This is it! Oh man! Come on, we gotta get the others. Huh?
Oh, that's a fucking problem. She just fell? Wait a minute. I don't... Oh. Oh, and she doesn't have a weapon. An underground city?
Freeze! Where does she come from?
You're a long way from home, little girl.
Is that a Red Riding Hood reference? It feels like it is.
Hey, hands off!
The boss is gonna want to see this one.
He just corrected her. Oh my god.
Hey, Weiss. It's your... Ruby? Hey, where's Ruby?
What?
Zwei?
Is Zwei based
going
off
on?
Toto?
Grab
Sure.
your weapons. Your leader may be in trouble.
Ah, she is.
Hey, be careful!
Where the hell did they get all this?
You trying to do blow us to the moon? Sorry, sir.
Hey, boss! We found something you might want to see.
Is it good or bad, Perry? Because let me tell you, I have had a day.
It's a little girl?
That would be bad.
Ruby's scythe!
Oh no.
Do you think she fell?
Fell?
Down there.
Yes.
Oh my. Of course. Of course, of course, of course!
What is it?
How could I be so stupid?
Dr. Oobleck, what's wrong?
Mountain Glen! Yes, an expansion of Vale that was inevitably destroyed by creatures of Grimm, previously home to thousands of people, working people commuting to the city, the main city, developed a subway system to the inner city. Grimm's attacks increase, population in danger, now desperately searching for shelter. City evacuates into metro tunnels, and what do they find? The southeast quadrant of Vale is known for wild forests and deep caves.
Doc, what are you saying?
My dear, we're not just looking for an underground crime network. We're looking for an underground crime network!
They've been working in caves?
No, Mountain Glen was Vale's first serious attempt at expansion. It worked for a short period of time, thanks to an aggressive perimeter defense and unique
What a great teacher. He always teaches, even when it's to his own detriment.
transportation. The city developed an elaborate subway system to carry citizens safely from the new territory into the main kingdom. Sadly, without the many natural barriers Vale had to protect its borders, Mountain Glen was doomed from the start.
Tough.
As the end drew near, the citizens of the territory made one last attempt at survival. They took up shelter beneath the city, in massive caves that they had cleared out for the subway, and they had cut themselves off from the surface.
An underground village?
In a matter of speaking, yes. A safe haven. Until an explosion opened the mouth of another cavern, filled with subterranean Grimm. After that, the kingdom officially sealed off the tunnels.
Jesus.
Creating the world's largest tomb.
If RWBY is down there.
Oh my god. Yeah, that is Vale's biggest fucking failing. They did what? I'm lost.
An explosion opened the mouth of another cavern, filled with subterranean grim. After that, the kingdom officially sealed off the tunnels, creating the world's largest tomb.
Jesus.
If RWBY is down there, we must find her.
His coffee thermos has been the fuck... Huh? Oh, that's awesome! Alright guys, so that was episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. And yeah, so I'll be uploading this like immediately after it's done. Question for the day, I guess. What would your weapon be? I'd have to think about mine. I feel like, I don't know. Because it could be anything, and it, like, maybe not question of the day. Let me know in the comments below what your weapon would be, because you guys have time to think about it. I don't have time to think about it. I'm going to answer it for the next video. I'm really going to think what I want. Because I don't want to do something that they already have on here. I want to try to come up with my own thing. So I feel that'd be really cool. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening to me tangent. I hope you understood what I meant. I'm very bad at conveying myself, as people tell me. Is it conveying? Articulating? I'm advocating. I'm very bad at advocating for myself and what I'm actually trying to say. Anyway, I hope you guys have such a great, wonderful Super Bowl Sunday. Just, you know, if you have anything you want to ask me, anything you want to know, just let me know. And, yeah, peace out. I hope you guys have a good one. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm saying so many things. Bye.